Hi, this is Bill Coney for Straight Circle Martial Arts, and this is how not to get kicked in the groin. You want to not get kicked in the groin? Don't wear a cup when you practice. You'll get really good at it. I used to spar with this girl who was about that tall, and she didn't mean it. She wasn't trying to kick low, but she wasn't tall enough to kick high. And so every time she threw a front kick, you better be on the defensive and protect yourself, because it was a rough class if you didn't. She used to clip people all the time. What you learn is how to protect that groin, so even if you get hit, it just clips it a little bit and you don't take the full shot, so it doesn't take you out of the fight. The problem with this is the way we're taught to fight nowadays. Because in karate and taekwondo and a lot of these things are sports, and a lot of times in kickboxing, and you can only kick, you can't kick in the groin. So guys do dangerous things that they can get away with because there's no ramifications for it. So a lot of times people will open up with kicks that are big, and you open your whole midsection up. They'll use stances that open you up. There's things that are very dangerous. If you got someone who knows how to just stick one in there quick, it's a dangerous thing to do. So the first thing you want to do is you want to understand that the old stances weren't 100% wrong. You know, you see these pigeon toe stances. You want to kind of blade that foot in a little bit and try and get a foot in front of you a little bit so you have an angle where you're not getting clipped in the groin. You know, if you're coming up like this all the time or like this, it's just a free shot. Why would they not take it? The other thing you want to keep in mind is when you fight, you want to learn to protect yourself when you're kicking. So when I throw a kick a lot of times in close, like if I'm outside, it doesn't matter as much. But inside, a lot of times, if you relax that hip and you protect your groin, right? So as I throw these rounds, see how like my legs come in and they protect so that I'm not taking a big open path like this and asking to get kicked in the nuts. It's not a good idea. So when we're at this distance, it's okay. But if I get in here, he's got a free shot all day, all he wants to do. He can throw that kick, right? Even if he comes in with a knee, he can step into the groin. But if I'm here and you see me protect, as I throw these, it's virtually impossible for him to kick me in the groin. Also, the way he's standing, it's very easy for me to kick him in the groin. The other thing you want to keep in mind is you got to learn to collapse that leg. In an absolute emergency, what happens is you have to learn to just turn. So if you watch the heel, you see it turn like this, right? So as I come in, I just, like this. And it covers. And the old stance work, we used to do, you know, this stuff, which was fine, but it was so rigid that you couldn't move your legs. If you learn to just relax and feel yourself touch like this, even if you're used to these rigid stances, and you learn to turn and protect from those stances, you can protect your groin fairly simply. Okay. I'm aware you protect your groin from moving and with your hands, but there are a lot of times in life when you come in and you're open and your hands aren't in position to do it, and he may throw that kick, and you got to have that ability to protect yourself. So keep that in mind. This, we practice all the time. If you're a traditional martial artist and you go into these stances, get used to doing these also. Get used to relaxing those legs and protecting yourself and learning to kick from these positions also so that you don't open yourself up to get hit. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel grow.